Alright, what's up gamers? It's time for the patch notes 10.6. I'm late. I'm 2 days late. Choi Shouju has not been filling me in on the latest updates. Hopefully we can find a co-op versus AI game on Taiwan here. I'm leveling up an account there. Hello children of the earth. In this patch we welcome the arrival of the new trickier Wukong and an update to the matchmaking system so that less games have an unbalanced amount of autofilled players. The details are a lot more interesting than the broad explanation I can give up here, so head below for all the info. We're also following up on our last patch with a third round of jungle changes to non-jungle champions and a couple of additional system changes to continue helping top laners be more of a threat throughout the whole game. Take this portal if you're looking for the TFT patch notes. Big TFT changes this time, folks. They announced the Star Guardian set. Everybody's rank got locked in, and everybody's rank got locked in. So you get to play placements again. I played it with my friends. Holy cow, there are so many Star Guardian skins. It's actually crazy. And everybody looks the exact same. It's really difficult to tell who's who. Like, I looked up a build and it didn't have people's names. So just based off of the splash art, it was like impossible to tell who was who. Wukong, we'll read his stuff here later, but some smaller changes. Buffs to Draven, Hecarim, Kayn, Kindred, Morgana, Ryze, Rocka, Twisted Fate, Urgot, Veigar, Xerath, Aphelios, Darius, Garen, Senna, Shaco, Wukong are nerfed. Or no, he's in the adjusted category, which just happens to be in the exact same spot as nerfed. That's a good place for it. Autofill, balance, and ranked. Okay, so I don't have a huge sample size. I played like 6 games. It already felt better than the other games I've played this season, so I don't know how super impactful it was for me. It's probably just something in your head. Also, why do they have back to the top sections right here? Solo duo queue matchmaking system will now be less likely to create games where teams do not have the same amount of autofilled players, which, honestly, like, I think most people intuitively already expected that to be the case, because that would be kind of unfair, you know? You have a game where you can't find people to fit roles. Let's say you have, like, a jungler on one team, and on the other team you have a support player, and like, you should, if there are going to be 2 people autofilled in a game, both teams should get an autofill instead of one team getting both of them, which really, you know, just intuitively, you would have already expected that to be how it works, but this is Riot Games we're talking about here, so they introduced it 10 years after they made the game, so hey, let's be happy. Better late than never. Like I said, it's already been feeling a little bit better than before, so hopefully it's good. Achoo. Luckily you guys are distanced away from me. You won't have to be breathing in my sneeze and catching the Eastern virus. Don't call it Chinese virus, you'll go to jail. Anivia, R. Anivia's ice duration. I thought that they made it so that Anivia's ult didn't cancel when she... Okay, so this is different than what I thought. I read online that the R now didn't get cancelled by CC, but I guess it still gets cancelled. Duration on her ultimate so that all forms of it in her kit apply it consistently. Okay. So Anivia is going to be doing slightly more damage. Aphelios, heal from 825 to 320 scaling. Okay, so significantly reduced healing. 5% at all ranks. That's pretty impactful. Infernum Flamethrower, AoE damage to minions. Wave pushing down from 45 to 30. And the Chakram, 30 to 173. Wow, how did they decide on that number? So this has been nerfed by 6, and then 6 and 3, 9. So we'll see. Aphelios probably still going to be a pretty good character in League of Legends, but we'll have to see. You know, maybe that was enough to make him bad. Here, I'll pop this into window borderless or window bordered mode, and then make it smaller so that I can sit it on my screen someplace, because all I really need to do, it's just bot game. You just have to lock in your first win of the day. Let's get yourself some XP. And look, Wukong's going to be carrying anyway, so all I really have to do is not get lever busted. Darius, this character is like insanely good. Well, most duelist top laners, I have a problem with this too. Like, if you want to win games, you should pick characters that can solo kill, and Darius can solo kill. So, of course he's good. Darius, Fiora, who's all of the best characters who win the most on OPGG for top lane. They're basically all people that can solo kill, right? Garen, Wukong, Set, Renekton, Darius, Morg, Fiora, Jax, Kled. And then we move down to the list of people who can't really solo kill, like Yorick, Singed, Malphite. This guy should be a little bit higher. Shen can't really solo kill. Riven can solo kill. Wow, our win rate's actually not that bad. Maybe I have to play some more Riven. But essentially characters who have good, strong early game and can kill people are pretty good characters. What was Wukong? 52, okay. Hey, not as bad as most rework characters. Most rework characters do 1 billion damage and instantly win games, and if they don't, then Riot needs to quickly buff that so that they do that. Oh yeah, little Ash bot. Oh yeah, I'm the greatest. Is this new Wukong? Looks the same to me, but I don't know. Maybe this server is... Oh yeah, I have the client closed. Maybe this server is a patch behind, I'm not sure. Where am I? Cripple cost up by 10 mana, and the bonus physical down by 10. 10% attack damage, and the E cost is scaling down from 70, so it's... If you whiff it, it's actually worth basically 2 times. Well, not basically 2 times, that would be 90. But instead of 90, it's 70, so... You know, at least it's more impactful if you miss your stuff. I feel like Darius can run out of mana, though. Like, there are a lot of characters in all kinds of lanes that never run out of mana. Darius seems to run out of mana if he's really spamming hard. Oop, should have kept walking there. Cool, I'm fine with that. Darius is a strong solo queue character who I should probably play. Draven, this is really nice. 10% movement speed increase on Blood Rush at all ranks, so that's super fucking good. I want to play Draven now, so that's a good little buff. Base magic resist growth cut in, well, not in half, right? In half? No. By 0.5. Close to in half. Come on, guys. Use your mathematical brains. I know that everybody that watches Down the Crop has a very mathematical brain. So he's going to be slightly squishier towards magic damage, which is good. Critical strike ratio from 50% to 33%. So Garen's going to do less damage and take more damage, which is very good. Everyone's happy about that. Hecarim, fear duration increased. Hopefully this isn't too loud. Maybe I'd turn that down. Well, I have the multi-track recording. I can just shut that off. I can just shut it off. You guys don't have to listen to any League of Legends sounds, don't worry. Little buff to this guy. We're encouraging Hecarim to take more risks with max range engages. That's cool. Fine with that. Hecarim's kind of got outclassed by a couple characters, Rek'Sai in particular. So maybe we'll see more of them. 0.7 to 2, so by 0.5, that's actually pretty big. Get me out of here! Don't make me feed in the bot game. Don't make me feed. Kayn. Is this a smoothing thing? Last patch we smoothed out Kayn's orb gain, but his transformation time shifted back later in the game. We're moving his average transformation times closer to where they used to be. Oh my god, so they actually nerfed him? That's pretty funny. They're like, oh, we want to make sure that Kayn has more consistent transformation times so that he isn't stuck there without half of his kit when he's 15 minutes into the game. At 10 to 13 minutes into the game, Kayn will increase his orb, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. Kindred buffs, mana regen, smoothed out, attack damage. Frenzy up a little bit early, but doesn't really do a lot. And the heal is up by 50, 100 at max rank. Okay, cool, whatever. Morgana, movement speed increased by 5. Why? This character's already fucking nutty. And the shield is, I'm guessing this is the amount of the shield. Up by 20 at all ranks. Or up 20 early, smoothing out, back to even. Okay, fine. Ryze mana regen, that's good. Ryze's mana regen really does hurt pretty bad. So poking with W is not going to be much better early, but it scales up to an extra 40 damage later on. That's cool. I'll just walk here. No big deal. That's fine. Senna, they're working on her passive again. 1 to 0.75. I feel like Senna's getting really close to a place where she's actually, like, pretty fair. Weakened Soul cooldown 4 to 654, so you have... Support Senna is currently too strong, especially when she's paired with a defensive tank champion. We're decreasing the value of souls as well as her cadence, so she can't just constantly harass her lane opponents. Wow. That took them, what, 5 months? Something she gets to do much more frequently when she has a tank to protect her. So wait, why are you talking about support Senna if you're talking about tanks to protect her? So support Senna is good with tanky top laners and junglers? Is that what they're trying to say? I feel like Senna is just a crazy character. I saw a bunch of Shaco mains, well, Chase Shaco on Twitter complaining about this. Shaco nerf, but hey, it is what it is. The character's kind of lame. Rah! So, who really cares? Down by 15%. Oh, 15% on all auto attacks? Soft nerf by 15% on all attack damage? That's actually pretty big. I guess they want more AP, less AD one-shotting? I don't know. Doesn't really make a big difference to me. Yeah, if I read these changes the other day too. 0.9, 0.6, whatever. Makes blue card less of a fucking troll when you accidentally pick it. Slow duration up by a quarter, that's fine. And they probably didn't need to buff the stun. Urgot's actually really good. I don't know if they really needed to nerf that guy. They changed Death's Dance, so maybe that fucked him. Oh, I should have went for the minion there. Little Veigar buff here, pretty good. I like Veigar. Because I fucking kill everybody with them. Oops. Wukong. Stone Skin. They changed it completely. Grant 0.5% missing or maximum health regen per 5 seconds. Bonuses are increased by 62.5% for 5 seconds. How'd they come on that number? Stacking up to 8 times. Okay, that's why. Crushing Blow. Cast time now scales with Wukong's attack speed. That's fine. So it's basically the same ability. Added a 300 range dash that can't go over walls. Sure. Stealth duration is cut. Wukong's decoy no longer steals AoE magic damage before disappearing. No longer deals, not steals. Shut up. Now mimics his attacks and ultimate, but deals 50, 55. Okay, that's actually pretty crazy. So you can do 2 ults at the same time? That's whack. So it's like a little bit of a Zed clone that only... How long does this last? I feel like they should have said how long the ability lasted. The decoy is out for, I mean, like how long does it stay? Because your burst is going to be way better if you have your clone to do a secondary ult. I guess we'll see. These changes are a lot to take in, but, you know, they switched some stuff. Dude, I thought that there was more changes than this. Did I miss anything? No, I just went through them pretty quick. Xerath little buffs. Probably didn't need them. I played Xerath today. And I won. Jungle Champions, Jungle Brand. Oh, you remember Jungle Brand? Now deals 150%. That's fine. Jungle Shen makes sense. And they buff Jungle Yorick. That's fine. Nerfing to funnel, that doesn't really do anything. I'm wondering how they're detecting if you're a top laner or not. I'm not sure how they do this. They changed Death Stance to have Aegis inside of it. And they moved it from 80 attack damage, 10% cooldown to 50 attack damage, 30 armor, 30 magic resist, 10% cooldown. I don't know if that makes it better or worse on Riven. I feel like Riven having survivability is pretty good. Probably better on some other tanky people. Who else would buy that? That's tanky. I almost feel like that's a buff for Urgot, but you know, it is what it is. Recommended items, blah, blah, blah. Oh, let me read this actually. So you get a movement speed boost after you cast teleport if you're a top laner. But I don't know how they know if you're a top laner or not. Stores 30% of all post mitigated damage received for melee champions and takes it as true damage. Okay. So it only 20% for ranged. Not sure. Not exactly sure how that's going to play out, but cool. Some changes here and there. Okay, no, that is the new Wukong. He just ulted with both of his clones. Okay. Cooldown 360 to 420, scaling down to 240. Holy moly. That's 60... That's 2 minutes off the cooldown at highest rank. That's pretty whack. Whatever, cool. Give top laners 2-minute cooldown off of teleport, I guess. I still don't know how they decide if you're a top laner or not. I guess you just have to be top. Whatever. This movement speed boost is actually really good. Do you guys remember when teleport wasn't as long of a channel? Like, top laner was so much... Playing top lane was so much better back then when... What did they move it to? Is it 6 seconds now? I feel like it used to be like 4 seconds. And now it's 6. An extra 2 seconds of reaction time before you can get out of the way. Whatever. Cool stuff. Oh, it's Lux. That's Lux. See, let's see if we can tell who's who. You can tell who's who in most of these. Maybe not Malphite. You could mistake Malphite for a couple other characters. And of course Lux, you know, that could be Syndra. You can tell that this is Xerath because he's doing the power thing. Nobody else does that. And you can tell it's more because he has a hammer, a mace. Okay, they're getting better. I feel like a bunch of skins, these are bad examples. I feel like a bunch of skins screw up. Like, who the fuck is this? Who is this? No character looks like this. It's supposed to be Talon. Oh, Talon. You know that this is Taric, and there's only one rat in the game. But that doesn't look like Twitch. So, whatever. Let them do what they're gonna do. Anyway. Thanks for tuning in. Good luck on the Rift. This patch was shorter than I thought it was. I thought that this was a big long one. But that Twitch splash art is pretty cute, even though I'm sure that the skin doesn't actually look like that. What's it called? Twitch Shadowfoot. Oh my god, he's actually cute as fuck. Little mousy boy. Oh my god. Dude, that's the best skin in the whole game. Oh, he has a different voice too. That's actually sick. Are they reworking Twitch? They should make him look like this. He looks awesome. Okay, anyway, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.